Hi, I'm Mitch Newman, MD, and I'm reaching out from the confines of my apartment here in Chicago, where I am in quarantine. And I want to tell you about a new movement I'm starting that's called You Touch It, You Clean It. Now, it's a movement that's going to allow people to really have a positive impact on reducing the spread of COVID-19. It's something that all of us can do. It will lead us to feel like we're less disempowered than we currently feel. And in fact, we will have a huge impact on the contagiousness of this disease, and each and every one of us will be making a difference when we participate in it. Now, it's a new movement, and I'm creating it, and hey, this is a free country, last time I heard, so everybody can create a new movement, and this is my movement, and I'm going to tell you about it starting right now. The first thing you need is an EPA approved cleaner for COVID-19. Now, you'd be surprised and you'd think, oh man, a lot of things would clean COVID-19 and would kill it, and maybe they do, but the EPA has a specific list, and you can find it right over here under epa.gov, pesticide, and here's the rest of it if you want to see it, but actually you just have to put EPA cleaner in for COVID-19 and it will come up with this list. And here it lists all the different product names, and these are EPA approved and they have the right active ingredients in them to kill COVID-19. Now, you don't want to just get anything. I mean, I had this one at home, Mr. Clean Freak, and I checked it out, and it is not listed to kill COVID-19, even though he looks very powerful and he's got a smile on his face and he's very American, although it looks like he's got the rising sun behind him. Doesn't matter. He's not effective against COVID-19. So you got to get an EPA-approved COVID-19 cleaner. That's step number one. Now, step number two is just as easy. So basically, I'm going to have you glove up. Now, first of all, there's a set of undergloves. This is what I call undergloves. They're impenetrable. They could be latex, they could be rubber, they could be anything, but they're basically here to just keep the cleaner off of your hand, okay? And then once you've got your undergloves on, then you're going to put on your gloves, which are made out of either cotton or material. In this case, they're made out of an insulating material. You want to spray this on your gloves. You want to spray your cleaning agent on your gloves, and you want to turn your gloves into killing machines of COVID-19. Now, COVID-19 spreads when people cough, but it also spreads from surfaces to other surfaces, then to people's mouths, and eventually causes infection. So the fact that COVID-19 is in your environment and it's things that people commonly touch, really, it's a huge problem. And you've seen senators in Washington kind of hit their elevator button with their elbows. That really doesn't help you, because their elbow is material, and that material could pick up COVID-19, and next time they do it, they could be transferring COVID-19 to the next location. So we're actually vectors for COVID-19. What's a vector? It's something that helps the pathogen, you know, the COVID-19, move from place to place, and eventually then somebody touches that surface, accidentally touches their mouth or their food, and boom, they have it. So what we want to do is, instead of being vectors, we want to be killers of COVID-19. That's what Americans do. When somebody's trying to kill us, we kill them first. That's the American way. So the idea is, every time we go out, and you shouldn't be going out too often because we're restricted, but when you go out, then we're going to use our techniques to kill COVID-19 wherever we can. Step number three, it's time to go out of your house. Now, we're in lockdown here in Illinois, and nobody should be leaving their house unless it's absolutely essential. But sometimes you got to go for groceries, or you got to get some medications, or there's some reason you must leave your house. If so, you got to have your gloves on, and you got to have your bottle of EPA-approved COVID-19 killer. And if you do, you're ready to go. Let's go kill some COVID-19. Okay, here we are at the first phase of moving out of my apartment and going downstairs. We're at the elevator button. That's the elevator button right there, okay? The elevator button is where everybody touches. So all my neighbors are coming through, touching this elevator button, if they had any contact with COVID-19, it's going to be on that button. If the COVID-19 was on their hands, people are going to wash their hands before they're eating, but they're not necessarily going to wash their hands before they touch everything like doorknobs and elevator buttons. So if I come up to this elevator button, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with COVID-19 and I'm going to wipe it down like that with my killer glove. Now, it was just so easy. It took no time at all. And yet I disinfected that elevator button, not only for myself, making it safe, but for everybody in this building. So it's just that easy. And the same goes on with a doorknob or anything else. Now, I was at the gas station today, and you put in your credit card and then there's little numbers where you have to put your zip code in. I disinfected those numbers, and then I disinfected 87 octane, and then when I took the handle, I disinfected the handle and I put it in my car. Now, I bet you, no matter how clean that gasoline station is, they can't disinfect from person to person to person. So we can all become infected when we touch any of those apparatuses. But if you do this, if you have your bottle and you have your killer gloves, you will not only not infect anybody else, you will prevent other people from getting infections. And the more people that join my movement and do this everywhere, if this is how we behave, if this is our inconvenience, we can have massive effect at killing COVID-19. COVID-19, your number is up. You touch it, you clean it, is going to kill you. Here we are in the elevator. It's time to go to ground floor, so I'm going to spray it. And while I'm here in the elevator, I'm going to spray the other ones, boom, 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 clean it with my killer glove. I might even clean the railing here. You can't see me, but I'm cleaning the railing because, hey, what else do I got to do but clean the place while I'm walking through the hallway? I am in the army against COVID-19. This is what I do. Here we are at the front door of my building, and you can bet that everybody in the building has touched this door, okay? So, the cleaning service was here a week ago. This door is totally full. It could have millions of COVID-19 little viruses on it. I've just killed a bunch of them, maybe all of them. I'm going to leave my cleaner on there, leave it a little wet while it's evaporating. It's going to be killing viruses. And hey, nothing off my shirt. It's taken no time, and I am glad to have disinfected this building, not only for myself, but for my neighbors. And if everyone in this building cleans like this, there will be no transmission from the surfaces of this building to each other. And if you join my movement and you do this, you will save the people around you. You will really give us a chance to defeat this COVID-19. Going upstairs? Ever so simple. And that brings us to step 4, the final step. And it's the most important step because you can't have a movement if it's only one person doing it. But this is an opportunity for you to make a difference in your home, in your building, in your workplace, up and down the street. I mean, there was a time not long ago when people put on their masks, they look sort of ridiculous, okay? But there is going to be a time when you're walking down the street with your cleaner and you're walking down the street gloved, where people are going to say, what's going on? Tell me about that. Like, why are you cleaning everything? And you're going to explain to them. This is the way we work together, 100 million strong, cleaning all the surfaces. It is going to massively reduce the transmission of COVID-19. And even if it doesn't eliminate it, there's going to be a lot of other things that we can do that are going to be part of this regimen against this evil this evil virus. No matter what, it's going to improve it. It's going to save lives. It's going to keep people from going to the hospital. Not everybody, but some people will not get infected because you took the time to join the movement, put on the gloves, start killing COVID-19, enjoy it, make it happen. and spread the word. Also, send this video out to all your friends and let them know there is something they can do instead of just sitting at home and watching Netflix and living in fear. You can take COVID-19 on when it's your time, when you must leave the house. This is how you've got to do it. I want to say thank you for joining me and for sharing this video when you do. I hope that you all stay safe, and good luck to all of us.